Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So, at the end of Fear the Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 6, Strand and Charlie, who were with Sarah and Wendell, they use a beer float that Jim, who died last season, Jim had this beer float. Strand and Charlie use it because they are trying to get to everyone else. Morgan, Alicia, Luciana, June, John. They're all together, and they're trapped because of walkers and radiation, and the roads are blocked. So Strand and Charlie use this beer float to fly in the air and travel to them, and that leaves Sarah and Wendell by themselves together, and the beer float crashes, so they might not be able to use that anymore. So they might basically be at square one again, where basically everyone is just trapped where they are, and they're still having to find a way to fix a plane and to use that to get everyone out, because everyone is trying to escape. That's the main focus right now, is everyone escaping, because there is a power plant that is about to melt down, so everyone is needing to escape. But right now, Sarah and Wendell are by themselves. They've been with Charlie and Strand for the last few episodes, but they are now by themselves with their truck. And I'm thinking that it's possible that they could be dying in this Sunday's episode, or maybe next episode, because there's only 2 more episodes before the mid-season break, which is 2 months long, and usually there's a big event in episode 7 or episode 8. Usually there's a major death or something. There hasn't been a major death in the show for like 7 episodes straight, so we're getting to that point where there's a very good chance that there's going to be a major death. I'd say when it comes to Fear the Walking Dead, the more episodes you go without a major death, the more likely there is going to be one. And we've gone 7 episodes straight without a major death. The last death was Jim in episode 15 of season 4, so we've gone a while. So I think that there is a very strong possibility that Sarah and Wendell will die, and that they will be the big deaths of the first half of season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead. Now, one of the reasons why I'm saying this is because AMC released a poster for the back half of the season, episode 9 to 16, and it shows a lot of the characters. And if it's accurate, then it's kind of a spoiler, because it shows you everyone that's going to still be alive in episode 9, and you know, that's kind of a spoiler. But at the same time, I mean, if AMC is going to release it, you know, I'm against spoilers, but if AMC is going to tell me a bunch of characters are going to be alive in episode 9 when we haven't even seen episode 7 yet, I mean, that's their fault. That's not my fault. I mean, I'm a YouTube channel. I'm going to cover that stuff, you know? Don't kill the messenger. If AMC releases it, that's their fault. I'm going to cover it because I'm a YouTube channel, you know? But at the same time, it could be inaccurate. It could be an inaccurate poster. The characters that are alive on that poster, it could be inaccurate. Maybe some of them die in episode 7 or 8. I don't know. But basically, it's a lot of characters. It's Morgan, Alicia, John, June, everyone, Strand, Daniel, Grace. It's basically everyone, every major character except for the kids, which might make sense because they're still so new. That might make sense. I don't think they're dead, but it's the kids. Logan, again, Logan makes sense because he's a villain. He's not going to be with the good guys, and it's all the good guys together. So Logan not being on the poster makes sense. But Sarah and Wendell are not on the poster. Sarah and Wendell are not on it. Grace is on it, but Sarah and Wendell are not on it. That's kind of alarming. Now, it could be nothing. It could be something because they just didn't fit on the poster or something. Maybe Wendell's wheelchair was like awkward to put in in line with the other characters. I don't know. I don't know. But it does seem kind of strange that it's promotional material for episode 9 and beyond. And it is, because it's the back half, so it's episode 9 and beyond. And it's everyone but Sarah and Wendell. And right now, we're getting close to the ending of the first half. And right now, Sarah and Wendell just happen to be by themselves, away from everyone else. So I'm thinking that there is a good chance that Sarah and Wendell could die, either in episode 7 or episode 8. I don't know, but I mean, last season in episode 8, Madison's death was shown. I mean, yes, technically she was already dead, but her death was revealed and shown, so it was a big event. And I'm thinking that, yeah, Sarah and Wendell could die. They're not they're not the biggest characters in the world. They're not on Morgan or Alicia's level. They're kind of expendable. You can kill them off, and most fans will keep watching. And yes, I like both characters. I want them both to live to season 6. I'm actually a fan of both characters. But there's some people that don't like their characters. There's some people that don't like their humor, that could care less if they died. And when they were introduced in season 4, I didn't think they'd make it this long. I didn't think they'd make it this long. They've already made it longer than I thought they would. When they were introduced in season 4, I thought they'd just be in a few episodes and then they'd both die. They just seemed like those type of characters that are just put in the show just to die, just to add to the body count. I feel like that's kind of the point of their existence, just to add to the body count, because it is a zombie show that constantly kills off characters. So maybe that was just the point of Sarah and Wendell, just to just get just enough character development to die afterwards. And they've lived longer than I thought they would, but what if they still have that purpose? What if the main purpose of Sarah and Wendell is just to die, to just be a big death in the first half of the season, to sort of take that so that no one else has to die, so that everyone else, like Strand and Luciana and June and everyone, they can all make it to the back half, and maybe they can all make it to season 6. Maybe Sarah and Wendell are taking one for the team, as Negan would say. Maybe that's the point of their characters. You don't want it to go the full first half of the season without killing a character, so keep Sarah and Wendell alive until then, and then kill them off then, so that they sort of take that spot, that expected spot of a major character dying at some point in the first half of the season. And there's only 2 more episodes left, so maybe this is it. Maybe this is like the big event in episode 8, and Sarah and Wendell die. I don't know. It's possible that I'm wrong. It's possible that they survive. It's possible. It's entirely possible. Listen, it's entirely possible that everyone survives the first half of the season. It's entirely possible that everyone survives the whole season. I'm not saying it's not. I would be a little surprised. I wouldn't be shocked to my core. I'd be a little surprised, but it's definitely possible. However, I do think that there's a 60, 70, maybe 75% chance that Sarah and Wendell will die. Well, maybe not Sarah and Wendell will die, but someone will die in the season. And I'm thinking because the first half is almost over, and Sarah and Wendell are not on the poster for the back half, and it's almost the end of the first half, and they just happen to be by themselves. It's just it's like being a detective, and there's all these little signs, and you kind of put them all together, and it kind of adds up to the same thing, which is Sarah and Wendell dying in episode 7 or 8. So I don't want them to die. I like them. I like them more than most people do. Especially Wendell. I want that guy to make it to season 10. I'm just kidding, but I do like him. He's a cool cat. Wendell's cool. But yeah, it's not looking good for them right now. I feel like the odds are against them. I do think that there is a very good chance that Sarah and Wendell could be dying in either episode 7 or episode 8. Now, if I'm wrong, great, fantastic. Move on. But it's possible that they could be dying in episode 7 or episode 8. Maybe they get killed by walkers. Maybe they get killed by the radiation. And that's another thing. I feel like before they resolve the whole radiation thing, before the whole radiated walkers, someone needs to die from that. It's too much of an opportunity for a show that kills characters constantly to have radiated walkers, and the characters fighting radiated walkers, and then they win, and the radiated walkers are gone, and no one dies from that. Does that sound right? Does that sound right to you? To have all these radiated walkers, and then no one gets killed by them? It just seems like you have to explore that. You have to explore a character getting radiation and slowly dying or something, and maybe they get a heroic death, and they get a chance to give a speech and give their last words and everything, but still, they need to die from it, because it just seems awkward to have radiation if no one is going to die from it. Radiated walkers if no one is going to get killed off from it, if it's a show that constantly kills characters off. And it just seems awkward to not have anyone die from that. So, yeah, maybe that's what kills them. Maybe it's a bad guy like Logan or one of Logan's men, or maybe it's just walkers, or maybe they die in an explosion or something. But at this point, I do think that there is a very good chance that Sarah and Wendell will be dying in either episode 7 or episode 8. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'd say it's not looking good for them right now. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 563 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 600 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts. Every bit of support matters and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 600. Anyway, with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye!